Manifest Beauty, Sculpting Reality with Your Mind. Welcome to the BlackCEO podcast, where we dive deep into the minds of visionaries who are reshaping our world. Today, we're in for an extraordinary journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about reality, success, and the power of your own mind. I recently had the incredible privilege of sitting down with Sonja Denyse, a true luminary in the field of personal transformation and manifestation. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, great, another self-help guru with empty promises. But let me tell you, Sonja is different. She's not just talking the talk, she's walking the walk and leaving a trail of transformed lives in her wake. Sonja Denyse isn't just changing individual lives, she's sparking a global revolution in consciousness. Her work in Manifest Beauty is reshaping how we understand the connection between our thoughts and our reality. She's empowering people from all walks of life to break free from limiting beliefs and create lives of abundance, purpose, and joy. Her impact reaches far beyond personal success. She's cultivating a generation of empowered individuals who are, in turn, creating positive change in their communities and the world at large. What truly sets Sonja apart is her unwavering commitment to authenticity and her ability to bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and cutting edge science. She's not afraid to get vulnerable, to share her own struggles and triumphs, and to challenge the status quo. Her work is a beacon of hope in a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable. So buckle up, my friends, because the insights I'm about to share from my conversation with Sonja are nothing short of revolutionary. They have the power to completely transform how you view yourself, your potential, and the very fabric of reality itself. Are you ready to have your mind blown? Let's dive in. Now, I want you to take a moment and really think about this. What if everything you see around you, your job, your relationships, your bank account, is simply a reflection of your inner world? What if you could change your external reality by transforming your internal landscape? I know. It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But here's the kicker. It's not fiction. It's cutting edge science. And it's the core principle of what Sonja Sutler calls manifest beauty. Let's break this down a bit. Our brains are constantly bombarded with an overwhelming amount of information every second. It's estimated that we're exposed to about 11 million bits of information per second, but our conscious minds can only process about 50 bits per second. That's less than 0.0005% of the information available to us. So what happens to all that other information? Well, our subconscious minds are making decisions about what to focus on based on our deeply held beliefs and expectations. In other words, we're literally creating our reality moment by moment through the lens of our thoughts and emotions. Now, I can almost hear some of you rolling your eyes. Come on, you're thinking, how can my thoughts possibly change my actual physical reality? Well, let me hit you with some mind bending science that might just make you a believer. Have you ever heard of the double slit experiment? It's a fundamental experiment in quantum physics that has left scientists scratching their heads for decades. Without getting too technical, the experiment essentially shows that the mere act of observing a particle can change its behavior. In other words, consciousness itself can influence physical reality at the quantum level. But let's bring this back down to earth with a more relatable example. Think about the last time you bought a new car. Suddenly you started seeing that exact model everywhere, right? Did everyone rush out and buy the same car as you? Of course not. Those cars were always there, but your brain wasn't tuned in to notice them before. This is called the reticular activating system, RAS, and it's just one example of how our minds shape our perception of reality. The RAS is like a filter in your brain that decides what information to let in and what to ignore. It's why when you're pregnant, you suddenly notice pregnant women everywhere. Or when you're hungry, you start seeing food advertisements everywhere. Your brain is literally filtering your reality based on what you're focused on. But manifest beauty goes beyond just noticing things. It's about actively creating the life you want through the power of focused intention and aligned action. And this is where Sonja's teachings become truly transformative. Sonja shared a powerful story with me that illustrates this principle perfectly. A few years ago, she was struggling financially. She had big dreams but felt stuck in a cycle of scarcity and lack. One day, she decided to try an experiment. Instead of focusing on what she didn't have, She started imagining herself as already wealthy and successful. She visualized herself living in her dream home, driving her ideal car, and making a significant impact in the world. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Sonja didn't just daydream about these things. She started aligning her actions with this new vision of herself. She dressed as if she were already successful, spoke with confidence about her goals, and started networking with people who were where she wanted to be. And guess what happened? Within a year, her income had tripled. She had moved into a beautiful new home and she was making waves in her industry. Was this just a coincidence? Absolutely not. By changing her internal reality, her thoughts, beliefs, and expectations, Sonja had literally reshaped her external world. And the best part, this isn't some magical power that only a chosen few possess. It's a skill that anyone can develop with practice and dedication. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. That's great for Sonja, but my life is different. I have real problems, real obstacles. And I hear you. Life can be tough. And sometimes it feels like the deck is stacked against us. But that's exactly why this work is so important. Sonja emphasizes that manifest beauty isn't about denying reality or ignoring real world challenges. It's not an excuse to avoid taking practical action or addressing systemic issues. Instead, it's a powerful tool for navigating reality more effectively and creating positive change from the inside out. Let me share another story that really drove this point home for me. Sonja told me about a client of hers. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah was a single mom, working two jobs just to make ends meet. She was exhausted, stressed, and felt like she was barely keeping her head above water. When she first heard about Manifest Beauty, she was skeptical. How can positive thinking pay my bills? She asked. But Sarah decided to give it a try. She started small, just spending a few minutes each day visualizing a better life for herself and her kids. She focused on feeling grateful for what she did have, rather than dwelling on what she lacked. And slowly but surely, things started to shift. Sarah noticed job opportunities she might have overlooked before. She found the courage to ask for a raise at her main job. She even started a small side business based on a hobby she loved. Within 6 months, her financial situation had improved dramatically, and more importantly, she felt empowered and hopeful for the first time in years. Now, did Sarah's problems magically disappear? Of course not. She still faced challenges and setbacks, but by changing her mindset and aligning her actions with her vision, she was able to navigate those challenges more effectively and create real, tangible change in her life. This is the true power of manifest beauty. It's not about wishful thinking or ignoring reality. It's about harnessing the incredible power of your mind to literally reshape your reality. It's about becoming an active creator in your life, rather than a passive victim of circumstance. So how can you start applying the principles of manifest beauty in your own life? Sonja shared 3 key strategies that I want to pass on to you today. First, get crystal clear on what you want. And I mean really specific. Don't just say, I want to be rich. Define exactly what that means to you. How much money do you want to make? What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? What impact do you want to have on the world? The more detailed and vivid your vision, the more powerful it becomes. Sonja suggests creating a vision board, a visual representation of your ideal life. This can be a physical board with pictures and words cut out from magazines or a digital version using an app like Pinterest. The key is to make it as detailed and emotionally engaging as possible. Include images that represent your dream home, your ideal relationship, your career goals, and anything else that's important to you. But don't stop at just creating the board. Spend time each day really immersing yourself in this vision. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living this life. What does it feel like? What can you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch in this ideal reality? The more real you can make it in your mind, the more powerful the manifestation becomes. Second, align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desired reality. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's not enough to just think about what you want. You need to embody it, feel the emotions you would feel if you already had everything you desire. Act as if your dreams have already come true. This might feel uncomfortable at first, like you're faking it. But remember, you're not pretending, you're practicing, you're training your brain to recognize and create new possibilities. It's like an athlete visualizing the perfect game before stepping onto the field. They're not deluding themselves. They're preparing their mind and body for success. Sonja shared a powerful exercise for this. She calls it the as if game. For one full day, act as if you've already achieved your biggest goal. If your goal is to be a successful entrepreneur, dress the part. Carry yourself with the confidence of a CEO. Make decisions as if you're already running a thriving business. This isn't about spending money you don't have or being inauthentic. It's about aligning your energy and actions with your vision. The as if game can be surprisingly challenging. You might notice limiting beliefs or fears coming up. That's okay. This exercise is designed to bring those subconscious blocks to the surface so you can address them. When you notice a limiting thought, simply acknowledge it and gently redirect your focus back to your desired reality. Third, and this is crucial, learn to navigate the inevitable obstacles and setbacks. Let's be real. Manifesting your dreams isn't always smooth sailing. There will be challenges, doubts, and moments of frustration. But here's where Sonja's teachings really shine. She emphasizes the importance of using these difficult times as opportunities for growth and refinement. When you encounter a setback, instead of seeing it as a sign that manifestation doesn't work, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How is this experience helping me grow? What beliefs or patterns do I need to release to move forward? By reframing obstacles as stepping stones, you maintain the positive momentum necessary for manifestation. Sonja shared a powerful technique for dealing with setbacks. She calls it the future self meditation. When you're facing a challenge, close your eyes and imagine your future self, the you who has already overcome this obstacle and achieved your goals. Have a conversation with this future self. Ask for advice. What would they tell you about this situation? How did they get through it? This exercise not only provides valuable insights, but also reinforces your belief in your ability to overcome challenges. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, this all sounds great, but what about when life throws you a real curveball? What about when you're facing truly difficult circumstances? This is where Manifest Beauty becomes not just a tool for creating success, but a lifeline for navigating life's toughest challenges. Sonja shared a deeply personal story that illustrates this point beautifully. A few years ago, she faced a devastating health diagnosis. The prognosis was grim, and it would have been easy to fall into despair. But instead of focusing on the worst case scenario, Sonja applied the principles of Manifest Beauty to her healing journey. She visualized herself healthy and vibrant. She surrounded herself with positive, uplifting people and information. She sought out alternative treatments and made radical changes to her lifestyle. Most importantly, she maintained an unwavering belief in her body's ability to heal. Against all odds, Sonja made a full recovery. Her doctors were amazed, calling it a medical miracle. But Sonja knew the truth. She had manifested her healing through the power of her mind and aligned action. Now, I want to be clear. This doesn't mean that positive thinking alone can cure all illnesses or solve all problems. That would be an irresponsible oversimplification. What it does mean is that our mindset and beliefs play a crucial role in how we navigate life's challenges. By focusing on possibility rather than limitation, we open ourselves up to solutions and opportunities we might otherwise miss. This brings me to another key aspect of Manifest Beauty: the importance of community and connection. Sonja emphasizes that while the power to manifest our dreams lies within us, we don't have to do it alone. In fact, surrounding ourselves with supportive, like-minded individuals can accelerate our manifestation journey exponentially. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how spending time with negative people can drain your energy and dampen your enthusiasm? On the flip side, being around positive, motivated individuals can lift you up and inspire you to reach for greater heights. This is the power of collective energy and shared intention. Sonja encourages creating or joining manifestation circles, groups of people who come together regularly to support each other's dreams and hold each other accountable. These circles create a powerful synergy where the collective belief and energy of the group amplifies each individual's manifestation power. But it's not just about receiving support. Giving support to others on their manifestation journey can be equally powerful. When we help others believe in their dreams and overcome their limiting beliefs, we reinforce our own faith in the process. It's a beautiful cycle of reciprocity that elevates everyone involved. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, oh, this all sounds great, but I've tried visualization and positive thinking before, and it didn't work. If that's you, I want you to consider something. Manifestation isn't a one-time event. It's not like placing an order on Amazon and waiting for your dreams to be delivered to your doorstep. It's an ongoing process of aligning your entire being, your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and actions with your desired reality. Sonja likens it to tuning a radio. You don't just turn the dial once and expect perfect reception. You have to continually fine tune, adjusting as needed to maintain a clear signal. Similarly, manifesting your dreams requires consistent effort and adjustment. It's about creating a new way of being in the world, not just wishing for things to be different. This brings me to one of the most powerful insights Sonja shared during our interview. She said, the ultimate goal of manifest beauty isn't just to get the things you want, is to become the person who naturally attracts those things into your life. Let that sink in for a moment. It's not about manipulating the universe to give you what you want. It's about growing into the version of yourself that effortlessly creates and attracts abundance, love, success, or whatever it is you're seeking. This shift in perspective changes everything. Instead of focusing solely on external goals, you start prioritizing internal growth. You ask yourself, who do I need to become to create the life I desire? What beliefs do I need to adopt? What habits do I need to cultivate? What fears do I need to overcome? By focusing on personal growth and transformation, you not only increase your chances of manifesting your specific desires, but you also become happier, more fulfilled, and more resilient along the way. It's a win-win situation. Now, I want to address something important. The principles of manifest beauty are not about denying reality or ignoring real world challenges. They're not an excuse to avoid taking practical action or addressing systemic issues. Instead, they're a powerful tool for navigating reality more effectively and creating positive change from the inside out. For example, if you're facing financial difficulties, visualizing abundance is important, but it doesn't replace creating a budget, developing new skills, or seeking better employment opportunities. The key is to combine inspired action with a positive, abundance focused mindset. Similarly, if you're working towards social change, maintaining a vision of a better world is crucial, but it doesn't negate the need for concrete activism and community organizing. The principles of manifest beauty can help you stay motivated, attract resources and allies, and maintain hope in the face of challenges. But they work in tandem with real world action, not as a replacement for it. This balanced approach is what sets Sonja's teachings apart from some of the more simplistic law of attraction philosophies out there. It's not about magical thinking or avoiding reality. It's about empowering yourself to create positive change, both in your personal life and in the world around you. Sonja shared a powerful example of this in action. She told me about a client who was passionate about environmental conservation. This client used the principles of manifest beauty to visualize a world with clean oceans and sustainable energy. But she didn't stop at visualization. She used that vision to fuel her actions. She started a grassroots organization, networked with like minded individuals, and eventually caught the attention of major donors and policymakers. Today, her organization is making a significant impact on ocean conservation efforts worldwide. This story illustrates a crucial point. Manifest beauty isn't just about personal gain. It's about aligning your deepest desires with the greater good. When we tap into our true purpose and use these principles to create positive change in the world, that's when the real magic happens. Now, I want to circle back to something I mentioned earlier. The idea that our thoughts and beliefs can literally shape our physical reality. This isn't just new age mumbo jumbo. It's backed by fascinating research in the field of neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. In other words, our brains are not fixed. They're constantly changing based on our experiences, thoughts, and beliefs. Studies have shown that consistent visualization and positive affirmations can actually change the physical structure of our brains. For example, research on musicians has found that visualizing playing an instrument activates the same brain regions as actually playing it. Over time, this visualization practice can lead to improved performance, just as physical practice does. Similarly, studies on athletes have shown that mental rehearsal can be almost as effective as physical practice in improving performance. When we vividly imagine ourselves succeeding, our brains start to create new neural pathways that support that success. But it's not just about performance. Our thoughts and beliefs can even impact our physical health. The placebo effect is a well documented phenomenon where a person's belief in a treatment can lead to actual physical improvements, even if the treatment itself is inert. This isn't to say that all illnesses can be cured by positive thinking, but it does highlight the powerful connection between our minds and our bodies. Sonja's approach to manifest beauty taps into this science. By consistently visualizing our desired reality and aligning our thoughts and actions with that vision, we're literally rewiring our brains to support our goals. We're creating new neural pathways that make it easier to think, feel, and act in ways that align with our desires. But here's the thing, this rewiring doesn't happen overnight. It takes consistent practice and patience. That's why Sonja emphasizes the importance of daily rituals and practices that reinforce your desired reality. One powerful practice she recommends is what she calls future journaling. Each morning, spend 10, 15 minutes writing about your day as if you've already achieved your goals. Write in the present tense, describing in vivid detail what your ideal day looks like, how you feel, what you're doing, who you're interacting with. This isn't just a fun exercise in imagination. It's a way of programming your subconscious mind and setting the tone for your day. Another practice Sonja swears by is what she calls the gratitude vision loop. Before bed each night, write down 3 things you're grateful for from your current reality. Then, write down 3 things you're grateful for from your future desired reality, as if they've already happened. This practice not only puts you in a positive state before sleep, when your subconscious mind is particularly receptive, but it also bridges the gap between your current reality and your desired future. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but I'm just not a naturally positive person. I tend to focus on what could go wrong. And you know what? That's okay. In fact, Sonja has a fascinating perspective on this. She believes that our tendency to focus on potential problems isn't a flaw. It's a survival mechanism that has served our species well. Our ancestors, who were good at anticipating and preparing for potential threats, were more likely to survive and pass on their genes. So if you find yourself habitually focusing on what could go wrong, congratulations, you're the descendant of some very successful survivors. The key is not to try to eliminate this tendency completely, but to balance it with an equally strong ability to envision positive outcomes. Sonja calls this conscious manifesting. It's about acknowledging potential obstacles while maintaining a firm belief in your ability to overcome them and achieve your goals. She shared a powerful technique for this called obstacle transmutation. Here's how it works. When you notice yourself worrying about a potential problem, don't try to push the thought away. Instead, acknowledge it and then ask yourself, how could this obstacle actually help me achieve my goal? For example, if you're worried about not having enough money to start a business, you might realize that this obstacle could push you to be more creative, to find innovative low-cost solutions, or to connect with potential investors or partners. This practice not only helps to neutralize negative thoughts, but actually turns them into fuel for your manifestation journey. It's a beautiful example of how manifest beauty isn't about ignoring reality, but about engaging with it in a more empowering way. As we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next 30 days, commit to applying the principles of manifest beauty in your life. Start each day with future journaling. Spend time visualizing your ideal reality in vivid detail. Practice the as if game at least once a week. End each day with the gratitude vision loop. Throughout the day, pay attention to your thoughts and self talk. When you catch yourself focusing on lack or limitation, gently redirect your attention to abundance and possibility. Practice obstacle transmutation when worries arise. Surround yourself with positive influences, books, podcasts, and people that uplift and inspire you. At the end of each day, reflect on what went well and express gratitude for the progress you've made, no matter how small. Remember, manifestation is as much about appreciating what you have as it is about creating what you want. Now, here's the most important part of this challenge. Don't judge the results. The goal isn't to magically transform your entire life in 30 days, although amazing things can happen when you shift your energy. The goal is to start rewiring your brain, creating new neural pathways that support your dreams and desires. Trust the process and know that every positive thought, every aligned action is bringing you closer to your goals. As Sonja so beautifully put it, manifesting your dreams isn't about forcing the universe to give you what you want. It's about aligning yourself with the abundant, loving nature of the universe and allowing your dreams to flow to you effortlessly. So, my friends, I want to leave you with this. You are not a passive observer of your life. You are the author, the artist, the creator. Every thought, every emotion, every action is a brushstroke on the canvas of your reality. What masterpiece will you create? The power of manifest beauty isn't just about personal gain. It's about recognizing our interconnectedness and using our individual growth to uplift the collective. As you step into your power and manifest your dreams, consider how your success can create ripples of positive change in the world. Imagine a world where everyone understood and applied these principles. A world where people were empowered to overcome limiting beliefs, to dream big, and to take inspired action towards those dreams. A world where we supported each other's growth and celebrated each other's successes. That's the ultimate vision of manifest beauty. Not just personal transformation, but global evolution. So I challenge you, don't just manifest a better life for yourself, manifest a better world for all of us. Use these principles to fuel your passion, to ignite your creativity, to amplify your impact. Whether your dream is to start a business that solves a pressing problem, to create art that moves people's hearts, to lead a movement for social change, or simply to be a beacon of love and positivity in your community, know that you have the power to make it happen. And remember, this journey of manifestation isn't always easy. There will be days when doubt creeps in, when old patterns resurface, when the world seems to push back against your dreams. In those moments, I want you to remember this. You are infinitely more powerful than any obstacle you face. You are a conscious creator, a manifester of beauty, a force of nature in human form. So go forth and manifest, my friends. Manifest with passion, with purpose, with unwavering belief in your power to create change. Manifest not just for yourself, but for the betterment of our world. Because when you tap into the true power of manifest beauty, you become a catalyst for transformation in your life, in your community, and in our world. The time is now. The power is in your hands. What will you create? How will you change the world? The canvas of reality awaits your masterpiece. Let's paint a future of beauty, abundance, and limitless possibility together. Thank you. And remember, every moment is an opportunity to manifest beauty. Now go out there and make some magic happen.